Today, Rupert shelters a spiky and bad-mannered orphan of the storm in Rupert and Raggerty.
There's a little bear like you've never seen before, who's a lot of fun. Children everywhere go to love him more and more. He's the number one. There's a million stories to be told of the things that he's done, and he's gonna share them all with you, so come along. Rupert, Rupert the Bear, everyone sing his name. Rupert, Rupert the Bear, everyone come and join in all of his games.
Rupert is going shopping in Nutwood Village for his mother. "Don't forget anything now," says Mrs. Bear. "It's all written down on the shopping list." Rupert takes his chariot with him in case the basket isn't big enough. On the way to Nutwood, he sees his friend Podgy Pig. "Hello, Podgy," he says. "What a funny place for a picnic."
"I was on my way to your house,"
Podgy tells him.
"My mother's out for the day, so she gave me a packed lunch. I was going to ask you to join me."
"How very kind of you."
"Not really,"
says Podgy regretfully.
"I got hungry and stopped off for a little something on the way. Now there isn't enough for two."
"Never mind," says Rupert with a laugh. "I've got to go shopping anyway. Shall we have a game on the common when I get back?"
"Oh, yes, let's,"
says Podgy.
"I'll just tidy up the rest of this while I'm waiting for you."
Rupert goes on his way, leaving Podgy happily building up his strength. As Rupert checks to see that he hasn't forgotten anything, Constable Growler, the village policeman, comes across to speak to him. "Hello, young Rupert," he says. "How are you keeping?" "It's turning quite chilly, isn't it?" says Rupert. The constable agrees. "There's a storm blowing up, I shouldn't wonder. I'd hurry home if I was you," he says. "Thanks," says Rupert. "I will. I'll just go and warn my friend Podgy." Rupert hurries back to Podgy. His way lies past the gypsy camp. Rupert knows some of the gypsies. The gypsy granny, who is very old and very wise, is a special friend of his. "I'm gathering wood for my fire. Winter's not far off now." Rupert would like to stay and help her, but his mother wants her shopping. And there's Podgy. "I can manage, little bear," says the gypsy granny. "You hurry home. There's a storm blowing up such as Nutwood never saw before. You mark my words. And make use of that magic in your chariot," she calls after him. "It's speed you want." Rupert hadn't thought of that. He wonders how she knows his chariot is magic. Rupert takes her advice. Dead leaves flurry, hurry, hurry, hit that magic trail. Hop that heather, beat the weather, race that roaring gale. Hear it coming, shrieking, drumming. Rupert's on the grass. Helter-skelter, run for shelter. Hide and let it pass. It's a real hurricane, and like all hurricanes, it does some damage on its way. Gosh, thinks Rupert shakily. What a good thing I wasn't the other side of it. Something is scrabbling about in the ground. It looks like a loose root, but it isn't.
"You did it!"
yells the spiky little creature furiously, making poor Rupert jump.
"You pushed my house down!"
In vain, Rupert protests that he did no such thing.
"I hate you!"
It squawks at him, not really listening.
"Hate you! Hate you! Hate you!"
And with that, it leaves him. What on earth is it? Thinks Rupert. He hurries after it because his basket rolls that way. The creature, however, has beaten him to it. Doesn't think much of his shopping. "Hey!" shouts Rupert. "Stop it, whatever you are!" He said the wrong thing again.
You shut up, it screams at him. First you blow my house up, and then you put me on a diet.
To Rupert's dismay, it bursts into noisy sobs.
I haven't got anywhere to live,
it hollers, going even wilder with grief. Rupert is sorry for it. Would you like to come home with me? He says. He's surprised that his offer is so speedily accepted. He rather wishes he hadn't made it, but it's too late now. Podgy is exactly where Rupert left him. He doesn't see them coming. Perhaps he's still sheltering, thinks Rupert. The storm's over, Podgy, he says comfortingly. You can come out now.
Oh, Rupert, I've lost my front door key,
says Podgy distractedly.
The storm blew all my things away,
he goes on.
It could be anywhere.
I'll just take the shopping home. What's left of it, says Rupert with a pointed glance at his odd passenger. Then I'll come back and help you look. Podgy is most grateful.
Our house is locked up, and nobody can get in without it,
he says.
Tee-hee,
says the refugee in a pleased sort of way. It finds other people's problems a great joke.
Who's that?
asks Podgy. I don't know, says Rupert doubtfully. But I think I shall call him Raggerty, because he looks raggedy. Rupert resolves to explain about the shopping later. This is Raggerty, he tells his mother. He lost his home in the hurricane. Oh, you poor little thing, says kind Mrs. Bear, hiding her surprise at the sight of Rupert's odd new friend. But Raggerty has no time for polite exchanges. He wants to check on the accommodation. Besides, he's still hungry. He really has no idea how to behave in other people's houses. Stop it, Raggerty, cries Rupert. No! This sends Raggerty into another frenzy.
You rotten little bear,
he splutters, choking with fury.
You spoil everything I do.
And he storms out. Don't let him do any more damage, pleads poor Mrs. Bear. It's much too quiet suddenly. Oh dear, sighs Rupert to himself. Where is he? And what's he up to? Raggerty is up to no good. He's found something interesting. Raggerty strikes, all roots and spikes. Just one swipe and he's got that pipe. Stop, thief! Mr. Bear's too late. Raggerty's out. He's jumped the gate. Mr. Bear cries, catch that root! Raggerty's caught, but he's dumped the loot. I'll never get it out of there, Rupert exclaims. Oh, Raggerty, it's Daddy's favourite pipe. Why are you so wicked?
Serves you right,
Raggerty mutters sulkily.
You keep on spoiling things for me.
What's going on? Willie Wisp wants to know. I followed that chase, it was great. Rupert tells him. Can you help me get Daddy's pipe back? He asks. There you are, says Willie. Rupert thanks him warmly. Raggerty hisses crossly. It's no good trying to help things like him, Willie tells Rupert. They never appreciate it. He hasn't got anywhere to live. Then we'd better find him somewhere. Otherwise he'll be a permanent nuisance. Willie knows just the place. He leads Rupert to the very spot where poor Podgy is still hunting for his key. Watch this, he says. I was asleep, roars Grim Nasty, the old man of the wood. How dare you wake me up, you rude little firework? But we've brought you a present, Mr. Grim Nasty, says Willie. A new pet. Look! They take to each other on sight. It'll do, grunts Grim Nasty. It could live in the roots. Raggerty moves in. He cleans the place up a bit. Something bright comes flying out with all the rubbish.
It's my key! Thank you, Raggerty.
Buzz off, the lot of you. I'm going back to sleep. Well, he might say thank you for his present. They all agree that Grim Nasty and Raggerty thoroughly deserve each other. "Be seeing you," says Willie. Over tea, Rupert and Podgy tell Mrs. Bear how Raggerty did someone a good turn by mistake.
Rupert the Bear, everyone sing his name. Rupert the Bear, everyone come and join in all of his games. Rupert the Bear, everyone come and join in all of his games.